Even if they know that you are ambitious and they say, wow, you're very ambitious, then learn to deal with that statement.
Say yes. Say thanks for acknowledging that. Thanks for observing that. We have two listeners who actually sent a very similar question. So they're in two different sectors, but both of them are wondering how can they appear less of a threat to colleagues who are not so career focused. Now, Leo says that he doesn't want to be seen as spoiling the market or setting the bar too high for his fellow colleagues. He wants their respect, but doesn't want to be perceived as a threat. Mike, too, says he tries to increase his visibility by volunteering for projects and networking with department heads. But sometimes, funny enough, he has had to lie to his peers that his supervisor nominated him for the projects and pretends that he's actually quite unwilling to do this thing. They are ambitious in a good way, but they worry about being seen as a threat.
It's good to be ambitious. It's not a bad thing for sure. But what happens very often is we don't want people to know about our ambition. Or rather, do want people to know that the only thing we are aiming for is that ambition. There's a lot more to us.
We want it so badly. We're so desperate. We want to be eventually their boss.
Everyone has some form of ambition, I would believe.
Yes.
Everyone either is very clear or it's just like hidden very deeply.
I feel that in our casual conversations with your peers, you can sort of say you're enjoying the role or the project a lot. And actually your positivity might rub off them. So even if they're not actually very career focused, they might go, hey, actually Gerald is taking this job very seriously and he has, good ideas. Next time, when you put your hand up for extra work, I don't think it will come off as a surprise to any of them. But I think also that it's important that you're not stepping on other people on your way up.
There are a lot of people who, in their ambition, right, their pursuit of their ambition, they don't mind to leave people dead in their footsteps.
Yeah, you see this trail of bodies.
So some of these things, from my experiences, they look like people who discredit others when they have done the work, right? Or stealing their credit.
Or steal, yes.
Yeah, bad-mouthing, backstabbing people, gossiping behind their backs so that you look better. Right, and also, of course, I've also seen this one where constantly bothering HR, like constantly just bothering HR, like, how do I get promoted? What are my peers paid? They keep harassing and they ask these questions expecting a good answer.
Yeah.
And then when they find that it's not equitable by them, right, they start to demand things.
Yes.
So this is like, it kind of sends a very bad signal about you and how you're going about pursuing your ambition. We want to pursue our ambition with the work that we do, right? The quality of the work we do, and also with the way we carry ourselves, being a team player, working with everyone.
What are other good ways that we can show ambition without rubbing people off the wrong way?
I think very importantly, be a team player. I think be a team player. Start to look out for people on the team. Usually, those of us who have a bit more ambition, I would say we are also more confident in our work. We are more competent. We feel like we can perform. That's why we want to fly.
Yes.
Right? But take a look at the people on the team. Maybe there are some of them who are really struggling.
True.
People who are not able to be on point with their work. You want to look out for them a little bit more.
And that could also be a reason why they're not career focused, because they feel, there's a limit to what I can do.
There's a saying about how the weakest person on team, it will determine the overall quality and the strength of the team.
That's true.
So if today you're after, you want to kind of progress, you are out to look out for ambition, look out for the small guys on the team. All right. Of course, do your work well.
Yeah.
Do your work well. Don't emphasize like your contributions.
Or
don't
your
downplay.
Achievements.
Don't downplay other people's achievements.
Yes.
In fact, what you can do, you play them up as a team together.
Yes.
Right. So when people look at you, you become that more personable employee, right? And even if they know that you are ambitious and they say, wow, you're very ambitious, then learn to deal with that statement.
Say yes. Say thanks for acknowledging that. Thanks for observing that.
The typical Asian culture is no la. Yeah. So we want to kind of avoid that. We want to say that, yeah, I mean, I really enjoy what I do.
Yes.
And what I'm doing here, in fact, the reason why we can get results is because of everyone.
I think it makes everyone on the team feel better. And more importantly, when the time comes, if you are given the opportunity to be the leader, these are the people who are going to be your trusted right and left hand men and women, right?
I think when you succeed, you want people to feel like they're part of your success as well. So you're bringing along the team to the finish line rather than just running there by yourself as a winner.
Yeah, it's okay to raise your hand to say I want to take part in some of these developmental projects or things that training to help me get better. I think it's okay to tell your boss to say I would like to work on maybe some leadership qualities. If you have any courses, if you have any training, let me be able to go for that. And then if your friends maybe during lunch they say, hey, I heard that you asked boss to do this for you, just say yeah, because this is something that I can see myself progressing in. And more importantly, if that's what you want to do as well, come and join me.
What we want to do is to make sure that there's open access. It's not exclusive.
Yeah.
Right? So offer your ideas of like how you are also trying to pursue your ambition. I know some companies they don't like to do this, like all their high potentials, they will try to keep it very hush. But if you are a high potential person inside the company, then you could either be seen as like, okay, I'm the elite, and I don't mix with you, or you could say that, what, I'm sharing what I know from this with the rest of you as well. I'm no different from all of you.
I hope our advice here will help you in this journey. At least know that you are not alone because you have each other. If you have a work-related question, send it to us at cnapodcasts@mediacorp.com.sg. We're also on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube, where a video version of this is at.
I'm Gerald.
And I'm Tiffany. Have a good work week ahead.